Is it recording? Oh, there it goes.
Now it is.
All right, Ben, bring us in.
Then we're back. It's August 22nd, 2028. And it's movie Shoehorn with Eric Wadden, Travis Scott, and Wyatt Swanson.
Derek Wadden.
I'm your temporary host today, Ben Wilmeth.
Yeah.
All right, so today's movie was LA Confidential.
1997.
1997 crime noir.
I
think is the best way to describe that film.
Dumb and Dumber?
What did you say, Eric?
I thought we did Donnie Darko this week.
Joking,
Are
right?
you serious?
Nah. Boyo. I'm just playing, Boyo.
Just playing. What are you going to do, boy?
Curtis Hanson, has anyone seen anything else he's done?
Who's that?
Is that the director?
Director?
Yeah.
Yes, I have.
Done?
What else has he done that you've seen?
Put me on the spot, but I got IMDb up. Give me 1 second, because I looked this up.
I've got it up.
Well, let me just
Oh, he
say,
did 8 Mile.
Chris Hansen.
He did 8 Mile. That's hilarious.
He did 8 Mile. I think I did.
Oh, you haven't seen The River Wild? Because I have, and I
yeah,
loved
I've seen
it.
that.
I think I need to see that. The
Kevin
one?
Bacon, Meryl Streep
Yeah.
on the Wild River.
Don't they got her like held hostage on like a path? Like they're taking her on along some path or some shit. And
Yeah, one of my favorite Seinfeld bits is Kramer. This movie's called The River Wild, and Kramer talks about Mountain High.
yeah,
There's no higher place than Mountain High.
Oh, when he's movie phone.
Yeah, he's making fun of The River Wild there, and it's great.
Oh.
That's good.
Yeah, he does a really good illustration of it's so good. His physical comedy.
You gotta get me out of that mountain.
He has like a.
Yeah, no, that's good. Yeah, he really hasn't done anything else that's of note.
Wait,
You know?
you weren't a fan of Chasing Mavericks? That's a Gerard Butler, that's Gerard Butler at his finest. That's not that good of a movie.
You know what? I can't even remember if I've seen that.
It's very mediocre. Yeah, he's
it.
really done. It's pretty crazy that he LA Confidential got fucking rave reviews, dude. Like, how did he not get more shit?
And he had the cast is. How did he get that cast?
I don't know.
There must have been some great producers on that.
Oh, actually, I don't know if he directed The River. He did.
It says he did.
Well, let's get into the movie. I'll tell you what. This was quite a wild ride. To be honest,
he wrote it too.
Excuse me,
Ben.
He was one of the writers. Sorry,
Yeah, but it was a book. No, you're good. I was just gonna say it was a book.
Right?
They adapted, so he wrote the screenplay. It was adapted.
Yes. Sorry, I'm sorry.
Very good.
Yeah, the setting of the 1950s, man, it really gives you an idea of how different life was, how brutal and fucking lawless life was back then. And obviously we've known that because everyone has seen, if you watch Boardwalk Empire, that was even way before that. Obviously, that was in like the 20s, I think. But it's just scary to think about. You could just kill anyone. The most corrupt, you could be as corrupt as you wanted for the most part, as long as you had people on your side.
There was less technology and stuff to capture people
Exactly.
doing bad stuff. Yeah.
Forensic science.
Positions of power were being taken advantage of with no, I guess it was difficult to push back because you would just be silenced. And that's still happening, but, I guess it was happening at a smaller scale back then.
I just don't think you had that forensic evidence really yet, and obviously just the way you can track everything these days. It's just you can't get away with anything really unless you get super lucky.
Was slower. Yeah, it's just.
But I actually thought something that
you can make it work
was really interesting was the media aspect of this. And when I was looking up, that's LA Confidential. There used to be a magazine called Confidential, which is what this is kind of based on. But it was kind of like the very first.
Hush.
Yeah, the Hush Hush, sorry, but that's came from Confidential, so that's Confidential. But basically, the earlier day tabloids where they would sell sensationalist stuff like they're doing in this movie. They would try and catch these Hollywood people doing bad shit, and that got people interested to buy those magazines. So
and not only that, but setting it up the guy
Yeah,
called
like
and was like,
Nightcrawler.
"All right, I'm gonna send Danny DeVito over your house, and you're gonna watch him.
Yeah.
He's gonna take pictures of you fucking that guy."
Yeah.
I'll just say I love
looks
this
so
movie.
young and good, man. He looks so good. God
Who?
damn.
Who?
Danny DeVito. He was.
Yeah, he was great in this one.
He was great. I loved him.
I like that character.
I was sad when inevitable.
Yeah, I mean, Dudley, man, never trust a man named Dudley.
Dude, that guy just plays a scumbag and a scary dude so well, man.
He's done that in other movies. I mean,
Yeah.
Longest Yard.
He was in fucking Surrogates. He wasn't like a scary dude, but he kind of was. He's just a ominous guy. I'm very yeah, I did enjoy that aspect. It was kind of similar to Nightcrawler in terms of setting up the crimes and then being there to film them, you know.
But speaking of that Dudley guy, did you just watched Minority Report recently, right?
Oh, was he?
No, he was not in that. But I feel
okay.
like they totally ripped off that Kevin Spacey killing scene.
Glad you said that, Travis.
Oh, wow, yeah.
There's that scene where Colin Farrell comes to the guy's house. The old guy's like, "Oh, who did you tell?" He's like, "Nobody." Boom, shoots him. Just exactly how it goes down in this movie.
The precogs.
Yeah.
It's Colin Farrell.
That's fucking crazy, dude.
I had the exact same thought. I'm so glad.
Really? Yeah. And that is unfortunately. I mean, I'm glad we're filling in the gaps and we're seeing these, movies. But I wish I could have seen this movie a long time ago because this movie was so fucking good. I'm giving it a 10 out of 10. But it was so good that it was copied so much that it almost has lost a little bit of its shine 30 years later.
See, I agree.
I also thought that there's some similarities between the Guy Pearce character and another character we've seen in a movie we watched, Place Beyond the Pines, Bradley Cooper's character, how he's kind of just like this smart lawyer type, but he's got this like inner drive to like just fucking take over, and like he didn't care how many, he knew all the cops are gonna hate him after snitching him out. Like that was almost the same setup too.
Yeah.
He all cared about was rising to the top and making rank and all that. I thought about that as well. I was like, man, it's kind of like this.
Damn. And he was kind of tortured too.
I give this a 9 out of 10. I can't believe I never saw this.
Yeah.
And actually, I might rewatch it like within the next couple of days because at first I thought it was kind of confusing. I didn't know if I just wasn't paying. I mean, I was paying attention. I was like,
yeah,
understand. Like it kind of was fast paced at first when they're like, the guy went away to jail, and then Danny DeVito all this talking, and then Kevin Spacey's like, I'm like, is he a fake cop? Is he like, what was that? Like,
yeah.
There's just like a lot of plot going on, and then it all kind of starts to make sense. I think once you realize like that the Night Owl murder was actually like a frame job, like that the black guys didn't do it. And then you can kind of be like, oh, okay, there's definitely like, you've been kind of misled here on purpose. At least.
Yeah, like why would they have all been in the bathroom? There were so many like just.
Well, and it's just like, I was thinking like, what was the whole point of that gangster in the beginning? Like he's going to have to come back at some point. And the porn star guy who he goes to visit, like they're like the whole theory of like the Chekhov's gun, like these people, they're going to come back to them at some point. So I was just like, all right, something is going to make sense.
Yeah, well, I could kind of tell how they were setting it up, that it was going to be this, complicated thing that, you weren't really going to get a hold of until later in the movie.
Yeah.
Dude, it was so obvious, though, like looking back, kind of. I feel like when I think as what was his name? Who was the main bad dude? What the hell was his name again? Davis?
Patches or something?
No,
Dudley?
Yeah, Dudley. He like
Captain Smith.
He said something towards.
You know what he said, which was surprising to me and almost tipped me off a little bit? When Guy Pearce shows up at the Night Owl murders, Dudley says, "No, you're not taking this. This is mine." Right. I don't know. That was weird to me. And I was almost
they
like,
were already at odds, kind of, so it kind of made sense. So you kind of look, but.
Well, what?
I mean, like I said, this was copied. I feel like this has been copied so much that I was kind of suspicious of the Dudley character from the beginning.
I wouldn't say I was suspicious of him, but I was kind of on to Danny DeVito. I was like, he's gonna be a rat. Like he's way too invested in all this.
Right.
Like someone's gonna be there's gonna be some sort of twist where someone's feeding him this info or
But
something.
dude, remember how Dudley? I mean, he's the most like he literally specifically hated Guy Pearce's character because he was a straight man. He wanted Russell Crowe. He wanted some corrupt fuck who would bash. He clearly.
Would you kill a man running away from
Dude, it was
you?
great. Would you kill an innocent
That was a
man?
great
Would you
callback.
like that was some fucked up shit. What he was asking, you know, like no, fuck
Yeah,
that.
once you realize he's the bad guy, looking back on that, you're like, yeah, makes
he's
a lot
like-
of sense.
He literally says, he's like, would you be willing to shoot a suspect in the back if it meant
Yeah.
that you wouldn't have to go to the lawyers?
Would you plant
Well,
evidence,
no,
evidence on a
he said,
guilty subject?
He said,
In the chance that he could get away off.
Yeah,
no,
to
he
be locked
said,
him
he
down
said,
with-
would you shoot him? He basically was like, would you shoot him in the back or would you shoot an unarmed suspect, knowing that you could be saving people, like knowing the number of people you could be saving
just like
from
he
being
shot
a victim
him.
from them.
Yeah,
It was basically he was asking him the hard cop questions
And
to
he
see if
also
he was willing to cross the line to serve justice.
and guess what? Guess when he did? Guess
He
when
shot
he
him in
did?
the back.
He shot him in the fucking
love
back.
I know, that was great, dude.
I love how they
I
did.
was like,
I
fucking
was-
please shoot him. Shoot
Yeah,
him.
I was hoping that he was going to do that.
Shoot him. Oh, dude. I don't want to get to the end of it, but like Russell Crowe, I was like, well, he's dead. He got shot through the fucking face, but
He got shot multiple times in the torso also.
I think-
he got shot in the cheek.
what I was thinking
shot
was
in the head.
That's
I
why he
don't
didn't
know that
talk.
much
He just
about-
touched his face.
I don't know that much about ammunition or guns, but I feel like back then, I feel like if you got shot with some rounds they may have now with a handgun, your face might look a lot different. Perhaps were those like lower caliber handguns, like in
Yeah,
the 50s?
I mean what he was shot with at that time is like I think a 38 special, which is a relatively weak round that people don't use anymore because
Right.
it's too weak. But
I
it's
feel
still it can still kill you. I mean,
Right, true. If you get hit in the right
he
spot.
still could have been dead.
I was
I
pumped.
thought he was dead.
I was pumped he wasn't, man, when both of them. That was such a sick duo out of nowhere. They're both fucking the same girl. They're like, oh, fuck yeah, we both fucked her. All right, we're on the same let's squad up. That fucking shootout at the end was amazing. I mean,
That's pretty good.
Seeing the lights like
Dude, when they were-
from far away.
just scary. Like, I
Coming
love when
on,
Russell
yeah.
Crowe went up under. Like, oh, man. Russell Crowe was a... when he told that story about what his dad did, I mean, Jesus Christ, dude. That's the most most horrific thing that could ever, like, that's insane. The fact that he wasn't like a serial killer.
Well, it's also a crazy way to do a character. I mean, they show him like, sort of defending women a couple times,
And he beats
and
one.
then well, yeah, but then he tells like one quick story. I don't know. It's just a very developed character with very little amount of stuff to.
It was all in
develop
his
him.
face.
Who was your
I didn't
favorite
feel
character
like
of the three main men?
Who? Oh, Spacey.
Spacey, dude. It's a shame he's done what he's done and
Dude,
what's going on because he
when
was
he
a fucking
died-
actor.
When he died, it was almost like, how? He's untouchable. He's the fucking man. Like, that was kind of shocking. It didn't
It
make
was
sense.
surprising,
Yeah.
yeah, for sure. It was definitely surprising. In 1997, I think people were fucking shocked by that.
Dude.
Well, if you look at the so I was looking up some little tidbits. If you look at like the cover, it has Kim Basinger and him, and then like Russell Crowe and Guy Pearce like way in the back.
Yeah.
So apparently, like they're both Australian, Crowe and Pearce, and they weren't really well. This was pre-Gladiator. The first
Yeah.
thing I saw Pearson was Memento. Like this is way before that. So the director was like, I need to have like a lead man, which is Spacey, but I need these other two to be like people like unknowns almost, because he didn't want anyone coming in with preconceived notions of like liking them or not. But he also casted the guy Cromwell who played, what was his name? James Cromwell, who was Dudley.
Dudley.
He was just he just won Best Actor for Babe, like where he's like
Yeah.
the farm guy, like really likable. So he like that's why they made some certain casting decisions like that, because they didn't want you to like, I guess, have preconceived
They
notions.
took the Babe guy and turned him into a monster. That's great.
I thought Patchett, the guy who played Patchett, was someone I hadn't seen in a while.
I liked him. What's he? I didn't really recognize him.
I recognize him, but what's he from?
I don't know.
Dude, what is he?
I'd
from?
seen him in some stuff too.
That guy was pretty good.
Definitely.
He
But
played kind of creepy guy.
He was kind of creepy, scary, weird.
But I can tell you, man. Let me get you guys' feedback on a couple of these guilty pleasure movies I have.
I'd love to.
Both starring Guy Pearce. All right, one, The Time Machine. Has anyone seen that with Guy Pearce? Time
It's
Machine.
Pretty sure I have.
It's been a while.
Yeah.
I think that movie is great. And then number two, The Count of Monte Cristo.
I never seen
Jim
that.
Caviezel.
That guy Straithorn. The guy who was Patchett. He
Yeah.
was in the Bourne Ultimatum.
Oh. Yeah, I
was like yeah. Yep.
I recognized him from the Expanse. He was in the Expanse
Expanse,
series. Yeah. That's what I recognized him from.
Yeah, Bourne old. Yeah, I do remember him in Bourne. He was always trying to fucking get Jason Bourne. You can't get him, you dumb fuck.
Yeah, he's Jason Bourne.
But actually, that's interesting because I was thinking, like, how did they make this work with all these fucking stars? But it doesn't really seem like they're all stars, and
Wow, he's in the League of Their Own also.
They weren't at first.
they
Oh,
weren't
bro.
stars at that point. That's funny. That's crazy.
Dude, no.
I thought Russell Crowe was pretty good in it.
Yeah. Cool.
I usually don't like Guy Pearce, and I hated him at first, and dude, he grew on me. I liked him a lot in this movie.
I definitely did a complete 180 on his character because I hated him at first.
Fuck
Bro.
yeah.
Snitching bitch.
Guy Pearce said he didn't like the character either. He said he was way too self-righteous, but he kind of liked the character development that they wrote for him, so that's why he took the role eventually.
Yeah, he became a fucking badass towards the end, like kind of like fuck y'all.
He was like, I remember why I became a cop, but then somewhere I got lost. Like he became more about like the rising versus like the justice part that he talked about. The true inspiration, the role of Tomasi's story, which I thought was amazing.
Dude, that was such a good fucking little
best.
story thing.
Red, that was so money.
And how that was utilized, and when Kevin
Spacey said it, and then the look on his face when Dudley's asking about it, like that's so fucking good.
Some guy,
jaw was so clenched. He was like, I have no clue. It was so good.
But what did I like? Rewinded it twice, and I was watching it on Plex, and there was no subtitles, and I couldn't like blast it because kids were asleep. But
God.
What did he say to Kevin Spacey when Kevin Spacey said Roland Tomasi or whatever? Do you remember?
I do, because I was actually curious what he said too. He said, "Have you a valediction, boyo?"
Yeah, what did that mean?
What the word valediction meant. I honestly had to look it up.
Does that mean like a lead? Do you have a lead or something?
Valediction is like a farewell message is what. I didn't really. I was like, I've never really heard anyone say valediction. Like I've heard about valedictorian.
Well, that guy's character was like definitely a thoroughbred Irishman.
Yeah, maybe it's more about. Yeah, that's a good point, Ben.
True.
But yeah, he's like, "Have you any valediction, boyo?" Because he was dying. So he's like, "What are your dying words?"
Mm-hmm. That makes sense. That's fucking money.
Do you have any final words?
So smart, fucking genius.
Especially, I mean, once he asked Guy Pearce, you're just like, "Oh, that's just so perfect."
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, but Guy Pearce didn't realize at that moment that it was Dudley that was behind everything. Yes. He was just suspicious.
No, he knew. He realized it.
He told one person.
He had to confirm it, but he pretty much knew.
He had told one person. I mean,
he went right to the lab and said, "Tell me everything that whatever Kevin Spacey told you."
He obviously knew that it was a clue from Spacey, but he didn't know exactly what yet.
I think he knew. He knew.
Roll Tomasi meant the guy who gets away with it. So to him, I think
exactly.
I mean, I don't think he was like, everything came together right then, but he knew, like, oh shit, I have to watch this guy.
Yeah.
It's almost like when you tell somebody something that you've only told another person, and it's like a test. You know what I mean? And this like he knew that word meant something that he clearly didn't know. It wasn't a person, so
it's kind of like
it was an inside thing.
I mean, it's kind of like do you remember in Game of Thrones when Tyrion tells like 8 different people 8 different things, so exactly. He knows where the leak is.
Exactly, that's what I meant. Yes, thank you.
Yeah,
the setup. Fucking, that's how.
Better than like in movies where characters who are like don't like each other when they just start to come together for like a common cause. Like
Mhm.
Pacey and Pierce start working together, and then he dies, and then Crow and Pierce fight it out, and then they come together. Like I love that shit. That always works in movies.
Yeah, that
No,
was,
yeah, that is great. It's because they're all three of them are so fucking different at the beginning.
Yeah.
Yep.
I honestly didn't really understand Kevin Spacey's character, but it really like I thought I was like, oh man, he really ended strong there, like because I think it kind of was his point. Was like he didn't really know why he just kind of liked being a cop. I think just for the glamour aspect.
Dude, that was such a fucking good line when he's like, "Why did you become a cop?" I don't remember. And it was like such a painful thing. Like he's thought about it so much and like he just can't even remember.
Well, because the interesting part is like they're all cops in like Hollywood. Like,
Yeah,
it's not like they're cops in just like random fucking like Arkansas. Like they're in the glitz and glamour. Like it doesn't get any, I guess, like sex, guns, and violence. Like, and they're the cops of it.
and I think
that
L.A. had the reputation as like the best police too.
Well, in the movie there too, they're trying to. Well, I think that's the point. Is they're trying to clean up their image because they had a terrible image, right? That was like
Rodney King.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think that's why they liked Guy Pearce because he was so different. He was clean cut. He was willing to rat people out.
It was confusing what they really wanted. Like
they said they had to change their image because after they put that guy away, like all these other people, like anything, once one gangster goes, everyone else tries to assume his place. So that's
and which
like beating.
Which one of the people
like, go back to
in
Jersey.
that room were against him being brought up? It was Dudley. So
yeah, that's the thing. Though,
I
didn't realize one of the reasons they were so corrupt was because fucking Dudley was the reason they were corrupt. So it never really stopped because he was the one running all that shit from the beginning, even though the gangster got thrown away.
Dude, that scene where he lied through his teeth after he killed Kevin Spacey, fake crying, saying, "Oh, we think the body was moved." It's just like, what a psychopath to be able to do that, like in front of a bunch of cops. And it's like I can't fathom the ruthlessness that it would take to be like, I don't get how a human could.
And the fucking practice.
Yeah.
How many times has he done that?
Yeah.
Like 1,000 times.
I've been doing it for a long time, apparently.
Every day he's like, I just killed another guy, but we got to go find the killer.
Dude. It's crazy, man. It's very sad.
But I thought the reveal, which kind of reminded me of the Manhunter reveal we did last week with the VHS tape, but I love the part when Guy Pearce is looking through all the case files.
He sees all their names.
He sees, Stanislav and the other guy, and who's the captain of the case or whatever. Dudley.
Yep. It's like, this motherfucker.
I thought one of the great
things. It's so easy to do that. It'd be so easy. You got your three boys.
He was always in charge, so nobody could question his corruptness or whatever.
Yep.
I thought one of the cool things was how they like Russell Crowe's character was actually ahead of him on that. Like he was like figuring out all this shit, and Pierce was always one step behind.
Yeah, which is
he got like the confirmation. Crowe had already figured that out.
Yep.
Which was kind of cool, I thought, because like he said, he's like, I'm not smart enough.
Yeah, exactly. But he was fucking head into it.
Kim Basinger told him that he was smart enough.
When he went to that fucking house scene where there's just some rats down there.
Yeah. Here's my one question. Maybe you guys will be able to answer it for me. Why did Guy Pearce fuck Kim Basinger?
She's hot.
Was he trying to get some, or like was there some ulterior motive when he went in there?
No, I think it has to do with Russell Crowe. I mean,
I think she's just hot.
He was jealous of Russell Crowe for.
Did he know he was fucking her?
I think being smarter than him, even though he's fucking an idiot. Did he know that Russell Crowe was fucking her? I don't remember.
They did, because Spacey and him were.
Oh, they were watching him.
Yeah, because they knew he was one step ahead. He had some information.
Right, they were tailing him, yeah.
So then I was like, okay. So he goes in to talk to her, and she's like, oh, I'm not fucking him for the guy. I'm fucking because I like him. But then he they end up fucking, which I thought was weird. And then DeVito was there, knowing that.
That was a setup.
She was in on it.
She was in on it, but like she didn't
thought it was
make
gonna
him.
help. She said she thought it was gonna help Bud.
Yeah, she
Bud
did
White.
say
Fucking him over.
I guess, but
I loved the names. In the
I just
film.
thought it was weird that Guy Pearce's
Bud
character
White.
after her because
No,
she didn't like draw
no.
him into it. You know, he just like kind of looked at her and just started making out with her. And
I
then
mean,
they went.
I feel like it's easy for, she already was gonna fuck him. So what are you gonna say when you're some, up and I don't know. It'd be hard to deny that.
Yeah, I guess. I just thought it was a little off character for his character, so that's why I was just like.
Maybe it was like a sign of him breaking kind of against the norm. You know what I mean? Like going it because then he kind of did like a 180 and
Or maybe, yeah, you might be right because he was kind of like following in Crow. He was like behind him.
right.
I really think it has to do with his sort of rivalry with Russell Crowe.
No, that's what I was kind of saying. Like, yeah, he's like, shit, this guy's ahead of me right now. Like, I'm gonna. I don't know.
I mean, he was doing investigation. He had to get in that thing and know what was really going on. You remember the South Park episode where the cop is undercover as a prostitute, but he's like, all right, that'll be $10. He sucks their dick, and he's like, all right, you're busted, buddy. Like, what?
He goes all the way and then he busts him.
And then he shits the cum in the bag as evidence.
Oh God.
He sucked my dick.
Oh yeah, and then he throws it up too. Yeah. Oh man, that's good stuff.
Nah, man, this was dude. I agree with you totally. I'm so mad I didn't see this because I truly don't think I appreciated it as much as I really should have. I still liked it a lot, but there's so many tropes that have probably been beat to death since we've seen this. It's been fucking
people in Hollywood
26 years.
People in Hollywood dissected this movie, took everything good out of it, and put it in their own shit. For the last 30 years.
Kevin Spacey. I mean, it's
good.
To me, it's the difference between him and Will Smith. Like he did a way worse thing, and I can't deny that was amazing. I don't want to watch a Will Smith movie because he's really not that great. He's okay.
Well, Kevin Smith is a true thespian.
Kevin Smith?
Kevin Spacey. Sorry.
Silent Bob?
Will Smith was good in Men in Black and Independence Day and that sort of goofy role. He was great, but Kevin Spacey is cut from a different. This made me want to go back and watch the first season of House of Cards again.
Yeah, he kind of had that vibe.
Yeah, but that's like full pedophile Spacey.
Yeah, you're right. I know, but I can't. How can you deny what a fucking actor he was?
Hey,
no, that's what sucks. Like he is probably, unfortunately, one of the best actors of the last 20 years. For sure.
Oh,
I would argue that Christoph Waltz is up there.
No.
I mean, he was great in
a couple.
He doesn't have the resume. I mean,
he's had like 3 movies.
He probably has a bunch of.
Well, he probably has a bunch of European films that were. I mean, that's how he got noticed over here.
I mean, even that dumb movie 21, he made that movie good because he was so fucking good.
Yeah, he really.
He's good.
There's something about him.
Yeah, Russell Crowe's amazing.
Can I tell you something crazy that Russell Crowe did for this movie?
I would love to know.
I think that he was. I guess I don't know. I don't think he's very tall, but he didn't feel like he had the physical stature to play like the tough guy that his character was, like the muscle. Mm-hmm. So he rented an apartment that basically made like a very tiny apartment for like little people. So he felt like he had to bend his head around like and made himself feel like a giant. So when he went to set, he went feeling like I'm like with the mindset that I'm a giant. Like some crazy method acting shit. And he said
he got used to lording over people.
He definitely did walk like that. Like he definitely walked like that in the movie too. Like hunched over, like he was always like putting all his weight into where he was going.
I mean, it might have been some like sound effects and stuff, or the way it was shot, but I really felt like a strong presence from him. Like I was scared of him. I thought he pulled it off really well. Like I bought it when he was beating the fuck out of people.
Well, the only thing I kept thinking was that boxing movie coming up next for him.
I think his next. I'm gonna look him up. But Gladiator was 98, I think, and this was 97.
Dude, he was on a
Was
run.
Gladiator 98 or
No,
not or 2000?
2000. Yeah, you're right.
A Beautiful Mind, Gladiator. He had what was the boxing movie where he was like
Cinderella Man?
Oh man.
Yeah.
Cinderella Man.
Yeah, it doesn't. Last week tonight, John Oliver, he bought the jock from Cinderella.
Did he really?
Yeah. Gladiator 2000.
Master and Commander, A Beautiful Mind.
You know what was in
that was bad.
1998
Master Commander was bad.
Really? People say that movie's pretty good.
Theater.
No, I thought that was one of the bigger flops.
It was a total money flop, but there are people who say they like it now.
Uh-oh, did we just find our new shoehorn?
No.
I've been wanting to watch it. I have.
No.
The Negotiator. You guys peeped The Negotiator? Kevin Spacey, Samuel L. Jackson.
I think.
Yeah.
Isn't there a woman? Isn't there a woman in that too?
A woman?
Like a lead actress?
I don't think there is really a woman.
Is there a woman?
No, there's not.
Well,
no women.
I feel like I've seen it, but
there's the woman is the weird woman from MIB, and I don't think she plays a huge. She's like a hostage.
What the fuck movie did we just watch? Oh, there we go. Oh God.
Jesus.
I'm sorry, guys. I gotta take this to the bathroom. Whew.
2 women.
Hong Kong.
Well, one of them named Shaban too.
Yeah, Shaban.
Hogan.
What's The Insider with Al Pacino? What the fuck is that?
Ooh.
A research chemist comes under personal and professional attack when he decides to appear in a 60 Minutes expose on big tobacco? Al Pacino and Russell
Who's seen Inside Man?
Was that Denzel?
Denzel and Clive Owen.
They're like hiding in the bank or something like
Man
that.
on Fire is Denzel. Man on Fire is the most insane Denzel movie.
It's a pretty epic film.
Yeah.
Russell Crowe kind of fell off hard.
The Nice Guys is somewhat recent, isn't it?
He had 5 years where he did some good stuff and then nothing. I mean, he's been in movies, but like Robin Hood, come on.
Who? Pierce?
No, Crowe.
Oh.
Like he did. So after this, 3, like I don't know any of the movies in between this, but then Gladiator, Beautiful Mind, Master and Commander, which I never saw, but I think people liked. Then it was like 3:10 to Yuma, American Gangster, which weren't that good, and then Robin Hood.
I liked both of them.
Wait, what? 3:10 to Yuma wasn't good?
I liked both of those films.
I thought that movie was...
Yeah, 3:10 to Yuma was very good.
I'm almost positive.
Gangster was another Denzel movie.
Eric, were you... I remember... were you at a movie where... I thought it was Master and Commander, where we all fell asleep and Nick's phone alarm was going off and we were all asleep and he literally wouldn't turn the fucking alarm off. I swear to God it was Master and Commander.
And nobody else in the theater cared because they were asleep too.
Yeah, I think they didn't care, but it was a nap.
That kind of sounds familiar, actually.
Yeah, it was hilarious. It's like, turn your fucking phone off, Nick. We're trying to catch a nap here.
The Master is the Commander.
He was passed out.
Russell Crowe.
Yeah, Robin. Like, why did he do fucking Robin Hood? Why were they remaking Robin Hood? Some of the decisions that I don't get it. Don't you want to make money? Robin Hood? That's going to sell?
Make a lot of money, sadly.
That movie's not that bad. Ridley Scott, epic.
I don't know if it did, but I would bet it did. Oh, Ridley Scott? I mean, I've never seen it either.
I mean,
it's a stupid story.
It's not that great, but it's pretty good. It had serious potential. There's a lot of good aspects about it.
I wish he did a movie I gave a fuck about, or maybe a movie that was like an original idea. Robin Hood is the most played out fucking
Who? Ridley Scott or Russell Crowe?
Saying in terms of, I wish he hadn't done Robin Hood. I don't need Ridley.
Have you seen The Nice Guys?
I think I did. I need to rewatch that because I know you've given that big.
I was very surprised by that when I watched it, like probably a year or two ago.
Yeah, I do like Gosling, and I mean Russell Crowe and Gosling seems. I've seen it, but
Nice Guys, I love that one.
Yeah, no, Nice Guys is really good.
What the? Oh man! Remember when Danny McBride did the fake tourism, the fake Crocodile Dundee thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Russell Crowe. I guess was in that. That's in his acting credits as well. He sold me. I was pumped.
What about Kim Basinger? I mean, she had to have been a superstar after Batman 1989, right? And then this was 8 years later.
She's just hot. She stinks.
The only thing that I noticed so much when I watch Kim Basinger is that she talks with a whisper.
She stinks at act. She's good looking. She's not bad, but I never really thought she was really worthy of
like that's a real voice though, I think. Like
it's hot.
Like there's no tone behind it. It's just a whisper.
This is how I speak, and this is
yes.
I thought she was perfect for the role because she is kind of like that old Hollywood looking type.
Yeah.
Like most people, like no one really looks like that.
That was her best role. I would probably guarantee that was her best role.
She won the Emmy for it.
Damn, good for her.
No, she doesn't have anything. She's got Batman 1989.
Not good.
I mean, 8 Mile, if you could consider that.
He brought her back for 8 Mile.
Yeah, exactly. Hanson brought her back.
And then and then apparently she's in Nice Guys. I don't even really remember her from that.
Oh,
like 6 feet under.
I'm not seeing that.
Yeah, she's very
She's in some Harrison Ford movie where like she's the other girl or like, and he kills her. He killed her, and it's like she like haunts him.
What would you rate Kim Basinger?
No, I think you're mixing that up.
What would you rate her?
Maybe
in LA Confidential?
No. Like in terms of how hot she is. You give her
in Batman in 1989. She was pretty hot.
Oh, she was like a 9.3 in that.
She was up there in the 9s in Batman 1989 for sure.
Like an 8.9, 8.7 in this. I'll give her a little half deduction for
I'm dropping her down even more. She looked kind of old in this. I wonder how old she was in this.
Well,
old enough to bang Russell Crowe and
in real life.
She was born in 1953.
Damn,
I bet she's still
44.
Yeah, so she was 44. That's what I mean. She's
that's a
44.
That makes me think she's even hot. That's hot.
Damn, so she was
good for her.
What, 37 or 36 or something in Batman 1899? That's insane.
Late Discovery.
Don't give up on your dreams. We're not even that age yet. Look at her. She peaked.
We can do it.
I could act. Watch it.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah, man, it's time. It's time we get that reel. Speaking of that.
Yeah, I need a script. I need a character profile.
Of the 3 main cops, if we had to recast this movie, or if you were trying out for this movie, which part would you go for? Russell Crowe? You're gonna be the brute, or you're gonna be Guy Pearce, the brains?
You know,
Kevin Spacey, the kind of out there.
The thing about me is I'm gonna be Danny DeVito. Huh?
There you go.
Hush.
How tall is Danny DeVito? There was a scene where he ran across the street. I was like, oh my god, he's
not even 5 feet. I don't think.
No,
he's like basically a small person.
I think he's 3'11" or 4 foot or something.
3'11".
He's tiny.
Why do you think that's the name of the band?
I remember reading that he's the same height as a parking meter.
It might be
He definitely looks like he's waist high on most other actors.
Like I think it's this like what is it? What's that boxing movie? But they make fun of it in Always Sunny, and when I think Sweet D boxes, or I want to say because it's based on that movie that Clint Eastwood did about boxing with
$1 Million Baby or something.
$1 Million Baby, yeah.
There's an episode of Sunny that they do, and like he like barely gets over the first rope because he's like, and like I think they hide it in movies and shows a lot.
Trash man.
On stuff. But I was like, oh my god, this guy is like a fucking bowling ball. His body is so weird.
I mean, it was kind of funny because Laura. You know, I obviously know Danny DeVito is the parking meter sign, but she was like, "That's the government. How short is he?" What? I mean, it just totally. I've never seen her like so animated about something. She could not believe how short he was.
Because usually, I mean, a lot of actors are short, but they like it's better for Hollywood, but they like hide it.
Right.
Like Tom Cruise is like 5'7" or something.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
Hollywood wants you to be like
Tom Cruise is the
5'6"
same
with a
size
big
as
head.
Corey.
Tom Cruise is the same size as
Corey.
Danny DeVito. He's 3'11". Amber is the color of your energy.
You guys watch the? Have you guys seen the Jersey Mike's commercials with Danny DeVito? His head doesn't go over the counter. These commercials. So like, he's short as shit.
He's 4'10".
Yeah.
4'10".
But the fact that he's like a bowling ball, I think makes him look shorter too. Like
4'10".
He doesn't fill out the 4'10" the right way.
Dude,
that is crazy.
I don't know,
technically is he technically considered a little person?
Yeah, if you're under 5 feet, you're
legally. I think 5 foot is the cutoff.
Shut up, really?
So he's like a hero to little people everywhere.
Mickey Abbott's of the world.
He has had a prodigious career.
Mickey Abbott.
I think he's hilarious on.
And he was in Smoochie, right?
He's great, dude.
Of course he was.
He's great, man.
He directed it.
He's had a huge career. Directed Matilda. Directed Death of Smoochie.
Yeah, okay.
Always Sunny.
He's been in so many more. Are you kidding me? Twins with Arnold Schwarzenegger. Yeah. Come on, dude. Yeah. All right. So, you guys giving this a straight 10?
10 out of 10.
I don't even know why we did this. This is a great movie. If you haven't seen this movie, you definitely need to.
But none of us have seen it, right?
Yeah, Ben. That's why we watched it.
I mean, I think we've kind of evolved from the underrated to the
slept on.
Fill in the gap.
Blind spots.
Movies that blind spots.
Yeah. It is. It's just kind of like
movie blind spots.
Just say movies until 3 of the 4 people haven't seen them, and if they're well rated, that's usually it will probably be better for us to maybe we'll enjoy it, but I think we should still stick to. I think it should be. It's a mixture. It's underrated and blind spot. Yeah. It could be. It kind of. It just depends.
No, yeah, I think it can be sort of a movie that we want to watch and talk about, and
pretty much, yeah.
Those are 2 good qualifications.
I mean, I didn't, dude. Yeah, that movie was wild. I really wish I was exhausted from golf today. I almost wish I didn't watch it today. I usually watch them the day like yesterday, but it was hard for me to watch this because I kind of knew it was going to be a pretty brutally violent movie, and I'm like I've said, I don't enjoy those that much, but it really wasn't so bad because it was kind of old school the way they did it. You know what I mean? Just like, shotgun blast here, little revolver here.
Shotgun blast pretty graphic. I like those.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad, but there was some shit going on. They kind of made it. They put a Hollywood spin to it. They'd show like a headline or some shit of a murder rather than showing me a decapitated head spewing blood all over the place. That's what they're doing now.
What about that chick that they were cutting up? That was a little strange.
That was wild. God damn. Were you talking about the black dudes?
Yeah, like, because you thought at first, like, you're like, oh, they did do this, but then they're like,
well, what were they? Yeah,
I don't think that girl's dead yet. They're like, what? Huh?
Just some bad shit.
What were they doing to that woman? I didn't quite get that.
I'm not sure, because he said he was like gonna pop his cherry, but I couldn't tell if they were working for the guy who was literally like making chicks get plastic surgery to look like other actresses, but I don't think they were working for him.
I think it was
I thought it was so fucked up and like well timed when they said, oh, no wonder those other 2 detectives got there before us. They were planting the shotguns in the car.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like, how did these guys...
I don't know no shotgun.
Yeah, dude, I knew they were telling the truth, and like I kind of knew that when they said that because they were just sitting there so fresh. Why would anyone who just committed a murder leave all the weapons in the car that they just committed the murder in, and then go upstairs and just chill? Literally,
because cops think that anything looks.
But I'm saying, like, that's why I kind of was suspicious as to that's
sprinkle a little crack on them.
Yeah, sprinkle a little crack on them. Yeah, like they were. I think I already had the inclination that they were obviously a corrupt ass police force. So it was very hard to believe anything that was going on.
Well, you should have known from the outset when when Dudley Smith is asking Exley,
be more corrupt.
Will you do these morally
Terrible
corrupt and technically illegal things
Yes.
to get the job done? Basically, can I trust you to break the law for me for the department?
Right.
Yeah, well, what's interesting about that, and what I would, I mean, I kind of see where a good person would have a similar mentality, because I know a lot of, these cops, they capture these horrible people, and then they get off on some, lawyer technicality, and that is,
that was the way they wanted it to be presented to you, when it was presented, but in retrospect, I'm just saying.
Well, yeah, I know, but that's what makes it interesting. Is
a lot of the retrospect in that film is like, oh shit, like once you presented me with this information, it's like bing, 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 bing. These things are filled in. Like, oh, I thought they did a really good job of that in this movie.
Yeah,
but that's what Guy Pearce does at the end, and he did it for good. He killed Dudley because he knew that maybe Dudley could get off or something.
It was a little bit of a foreshadowing.
Like, fuck
this. And like, okay, I will heed this little bit of advice you gave me, because you are one of those criminals that will potentially do more harm if I don't kill you.
Yeah, exactly. I think it was like, if he didn't kill him, what was going to happen? That guy's still in charge. Who are they going to believe?
Yeah, he would have gotten off probably. He would have made some deal, and
I will ask you guys.
He was still trying to act like he was going to be.
Put your badge up.
Yeah.
How sure were all of you that Exley wasn't going to get either framed for doing something bad or killed after he spilled the beans because they didn't want everything to get out? How confident were you guys that he was going to be okay when he was after that situation, when he's in the room telling them what's going on, and the DA is talking with the police commissioner? How confident were you that he was going to make it out of that alive and or out of jail?
I knew I never thought he was in jeopardy because of his confidence. I was like, and there was too many witnesses, and if it was one or two.
After what you just saw, the police force.
Yeah, but that was one guy. Like I said earlier, the whole point, they were trying to clean up the corruptness of that police force.
But they tried to. The DA did say while he was in there, what if this never happened?
Only one being this is stupid, because he was fucking corrupt himself because he got.
No, I know. I thought in that instance that was a chance for the movie to be snuff him out, and then nothing he did mattered. Yeah, but I thought that would have been an interesting way to end it too.
I think that's what they were trying to give you the idea of, because of simply that's what they were doing to every other.
He gave him the perfect out. He's like, here's the truth, and guess what? We can. He killed Dudley Smith because he was his Rollo Tomasi. The guy always gets away with it, so that's why he killed him. That was the whole point of all of it.
He was going to kill him. I mean,
he said, I became a cop to get justice because of Rollo Tomasi, because my dad didn't get justice.
So literally,
he lost that, and then he found it again, and that's why he kills him. And then he tells the truth, but he also says, but I'll give you an out. We can say Dudley was a hero, but you're going to make me a hero too, and you're going to let me get away with this, because if you don't, you're all fucked.
Right.
There's too many people in that room to be in on a cover-up. And I think one person that was corrupt was Dudley Smith, and now that he's dead, there's no one else being having that voice.
Well, he was obviously the ringleader, but you always know what happens when you cut the head off the snake.
I had confidence in how smart Guy Pearce's character was, that I was like, he knows what he's doing. He's gonna pull this off.
I cut the head off a snake once. Nothing happened. He just was dead. I don't get it.
It's a metaphor.
Yeah.
Also, I love that he's like, you're gonna need two here, or there was some line about two heroes, and I was like, what the hell is he talking about? And then you find out
they show the headline.
Russell Crowe is alive.
Yeah, right.
No, it was him and Dudley because they showed the newspaper saying he died.
Oh, Dudley was painted as a hero.
That's what I just said. Like,
in the paper, they say he died. Like, they said he died as a hero or something.
He wasn't, but he's like, here's how we get out of it, because what you want is to cover this up, and I'll give you that, but you're gonna make me like. He got awarded being a hero again, which probably gave him a promotion again.
Some Hollywood scripted bullshit.
That's
typical.
He's smart. Like, he plays his shit. He knows what he's doing.
He was a
politician.
In that last interrogation, I was liking his vibe. It had totally changed from a little prissy bitch. He wasn't wearing the glasses. He didn't even want them anymore.
He wasn't wearing glasses.
Sure he was still wearing the glasses.
Oh, no.
Glasses are gone.
Remember, he just said, "No, I don't need the glasses. I'm just gonna shoot people without vision."
Better fire up my Plex and double check that.
Yeah, you better jump back. Check him out in the last interrogation. If he has glasses on.
Oh my God, how horrible was that watching it on Plex? There was like 40 minutes of commercials.
Didn't watch it on
pretty
Plex,
rough.
Travis.
Yeah, it was kind of annoying.
What did you watch it on? Bootlegger?
Bootlegged it on Putlocker.
Footlocker.
No, Putlocker, not Footlocker, you son of a
Hurt Locker?
Footlocker.
I'm going to give it an 8.5.
It's high for you.
10.
High for you.
It is high for you. And it seems like you didn't like it that much. I know you liked it.
I mean,
did you watch Silence of the Lambs?
What did I give Silence of the Lambs?
Watch it.
Oh, watch it? No, I have not. Oh, yeah, I need to watch it. Wait, is that the one I'm supposed to watch next?
Yeah.
Very worried.
Well, I would watch Red Dragon next, honestly.
I'm going to give this movie a 9 out of 10.
Wow. A rookie.
This was an easy 9 out of 10 movie. This was so like I said when we started, crime noir. This was literally the personification of a crime noir film. It had how many A-list celebrities actually giving good performances, and the script was like perfect. You didn't know what the plot twist was until 3/4 of the way through the movie. Like, that's pretty good. Like,
it looked good too. Visually, it was very appealing. Yeah. Shot really well.
I couldn't have enjoyed this anymore. 10 out of 10.
Yeah, can't hate on that.
I mean,
that is a movie I could watch anytime as well.
If you give me a movie that I enjoy the hell out of, you get a 10 out of 10. I don't care.
I would put that
what is keeping you from giving it a 10?
I don't give anything a 10. Why would I give it a 10?
Why not?
I would
because
never. I would probably never
is perfect.
Watch this movie again.
10 out of 10 doesn't mean perfect.
I'm not even saying it's imperfect. It's just kind of like, I don't know. 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10 means I couldn't have enjoyed it more.
Yeah, I could have enjoyed it more. Yes, I hit a lull.
I can't ever give anything a 10. It won't ever happen. 9 is probably the highest.
That's how most people.
No, good for you, Travis. Good for you. You have a.
But I'm starting a revolution. People are getting 10 out of 10s from now on. When they do a good job.
No, fucking 10.
They get a gold star.
8.75 and you'll like it. 8.5 was my score.
Wait, 8.75?
No, I gave it an 8.5. Yeah, I'm saying. Okay. Calm down.
All right.
I mean, dude.
So what do we got for suggestions next week?
Yeah. We need to. I got nothing.
What are your thoughts? I don't necessarily think we should maybe do this, but what are your thoughts on the possibility of a comedy? Could that be done on this podcast or not?
Why not? I mean, throw it out there.
I think it's hard.
What kind of comedy? See, I think it'd have to be a comedy that's also like, it'd have to be like a dramedy.
Well, I mean, I've already seen it, but I was looking at Curtis Hanson. We were getting steamed up for River Wild, and I caught another one that I liked, The Big Yeah.
Oh, baby.
What?
The Big Yeah.
Isn't that with Seth Rogen?
No. That's with Steve
Martin.
Jack Black.
Martin.
That's one of my sleeper favorite movies of all time.
Such a good movie. So
Owen Wilson.
Yeah, I know Wilson. Yeah, that's the three of them.
it makes no sense how it's just interesting. I like it. It's just a great watch, man. It really is.
Well, it's perfect because it's all about this sort of work-life balance kind of thing. And Owen Wilson goes too far in one direction. Steve Martin goes too far in one direction, and Jack Black is like he could go either way, and throughout the movie he kind of figures it out.
It's so weird. It's like why would
I'm not a big fan of the band One Direction personally.
What?
What?
I don't get it.
What are we talking about?
I don't get it. I don't get it.
I think I used the words One Direction.
Oh, yeah, I don't like them either, Ben. All right, I'm out. No, I've seen it like 17 times. It's literally one of my favorite. I used to watch it as much as I could. If you've never seen it, fucking watch it, man.
Go watch The Big Year.
Watch it tonight, and
you got a Big Year?
And it's such an easy watch. It's so comfortable. It's so I love it. I'm about to watch it. I might watch it tonight now.
10 out of 10. You don't like this anymore.
Well, I mean, yeah, Eric, are you due for a movie? Ben, are you due for a movie?
I mean, I don't need to. The only thing that I had been clamoring about lately was Once Upon a Time in Mexico, but I haven't thought about anything else.
Eric, you got anything?
I got one I've been keeping in the back of my mind.
All right. I think it might be time to let it shine. See if we dig it.
Let me just say it's a 70s movie, so I don't know if that's going to turn anyone on.
All right.
No, I'm already out.
Yeah, see, I hesitate to nominate movies because I just don't think people like the kind of movies I like.
What is it, Barry Lyndon?
No, Badlands.
I don't know what that is.
Starring Martin Sheen, Sissy Spacek. I watched this for the first time like 5 months ago.
You said Terrence Malick?
I wish you'd pick something you hadn't seen in a while instead of all these ones that you've watched recently. Just saw it,
and I only caught about 3/4 of the way through, so I kind of want to see how it begins.
Is Sissy Spacek? Who the fuck is dude? She was in that like Prime. There was like a video, a show with J.K. Simmons that she was just in on like Prime, some sci-fi type shit. I like her.
Again, I'm not gonna stomp on the table for one, but that's the one I've been thinking of because it was just I just thought it was good, and it's just a weird movie that was just very intriguing.
A dead end town and our old greaser boyfriend embark on a killing spree. Oh God, Eric, a killing spree! Jesus Christ,
that's awesome.
Badlands. Yeah,
what the fuck?
That's what I don't understand.
Yeah,
I've got no problem with 70s movies.
Maybe we. It doesn't seem like Ben's that into it, guys. We kind of need a.
I've got one.
Well, we did skip over Everything Everywhere All at Once. I don't want to put that.
Yeah.
Push that out of your minds, okay?
That's on the back. Actually, LA Confidential was my pick, I guess.
What about Cape Fear?
Never seen it.
Cape Fear. Can we watch any movie with any positive shit? Like we just watched fucking a serial killer movie.
Wasn't positive?
Huh? I don't want to watch Robert De Niro rape some young girl. I've already seen the scene. It's horrendous. And I've seen how Family Guy depicts it. Cape Fear. He's hiding under the car on the way out. Like,
that sounds horrible. All right.
Want to watch it, Travis?
What about Big Fish?
Fuck no.
All right, I got one.
Ewan McGregor is a saint.
It's free on YouTube with ads. A Scanner Darkly.
I've tried to watch that before. I couldn't do it.
Why? Because it's animated?
Well, it's animated and it's just frantic.
Yeah, well, it's a Philip K. Dick story.
Yeah, I fucking knew I was gonna say it.
I can't endorse that. Sorry.
That's
So
fine.
the big year it is.
Reeves as a cartoon? Hell no.
All right, how many of you have seen Everything Everywhere All at Once? 0 of you?
I have not seen it.
I haven't seen it.
Okay, then
someone that I spoke to recently, maybe it was somebody from the podcast, maybe it was Zach, or not somebody that would know about the podcast. Sorry, I think it was
Zach's definitely seen it. He's seen everything.
He's
right.
seen all
everything all at
once. All at once.
What do you have to say?
He said that he really liked that, and he was like, "You guys should definitely watch it."
You guys remember what he
No,
said?
I don't think that helps. Technically,
what did he say about nope?
Why? I mean, honestly, Zach's made a lot of good recommendations. Some that we've used on the podcast. A lot that I've just watched. I mean, he knows what he's talking about.
He's not gonna hit them all out of the park.
You don't hit them all out of the park.
He's a good guy, and
he's put in some good recs.
Damn, I hate to say it because Travis just ruined it by watching it recently, but Goon would have been a good one to do if you wanted to keep it positive.
Well, that's that was comedy.
That is, that's an underrated movie for sure. But
it's good.
I mean, just in terms of not many people seeing that, y'all have not seen it. It's a new movie. I mean, it's.
But you've seen it, right?
I have seen it. I'd be willing to watch it again because.
Damn it! No, that's not technically a happy movie. Kiss Kiss Bang Bang is not a sad movie or
Sure.
It's a crime film technically, but it's a comedy. It's a comedy.
Oh, more crime. Oh.
We can push that aside.
No, I do want to watch Kiss Kiss Bang Bang eventually.
Oh, this was my favorite line. That line was funny. That line was funny. Like.
What?
I'm just saying comedies are hard to talk about. Like what?
Yeah.
See, that's
why I brought it up.
But Kiss Kiss Bang Bang is a comedy that's more than a comedy. It's a good movie too.
It's more of a dark comedy.
Wow, that was a good selling pitch right there.
Fuck yourself, Eric.
I'm serious. Not gonna watch it. It's more than just.
I mean,
movie too.
I think
I've been wanting to watch.
7.5 out of 10. Robert Downey Jr.
How can you not like something? It has to be funny if he's in it.
It's Val Kilmer, underrated funny.
It's Shane Black, which when Shane Black is doing good, it's good.
Larry Miller is hilarious.
Gotta love the lady.
I'll watch this. I don't care.
Is it free anywhere?
That's where I gotta look up right now. It is not.
Showtime is the only way we can watch it. Who's got Showtime?
It's off Showtime now.
What? But Kiss Kiss is off of Showtime?
Yeah.
Everything Everywhere All at Once is on Showtime. And it's probably way better than dumb fucking.
What did I do to my screen? This is not good. This is not what I want.
I mean, I'm not opposed to watching Everything Everywhere All at Once because I like to see the Oscar movies just to hear.
We'll pivot. Ben has to watch 6 episodes of The Last of Us or he can fuck off. How about that, Ben?
Hey, he's been watching spoiler videos on YouTube.
Why would you do that?
Yeah.
You son of a bitch.
Well, if it makes him start watching the show, it'd be worth it.
Yeah, spoil all the episodes and then watch it. That's worth it.
I'm not watching it.
Yeah.
The best show
literally
in a while.
75% of the show is not scary or brutal, and then there's like a little part where you're like, oh no, and then it's over.
It really is pretty amazing how there's not that much gore and action and all this stuff,
Travis.
but it's riveting.
Travis.
What?
I have no clue what to think. And Eric, I have no clue what to think for this next episode of The Last of Us. I don't. Is he dead?
Not going to say anything because I know that.
Yeah, you already played the game.
Oh, you played the game.
If he's dead, then I'm dead.
You want to hear my prediction?
Sure, Travis. They sent him back.
And I haven't seen the preview.
You want to hear mine after yours if it's different?
Yeah, if you saw the preview, you might have a leg up on me. But
no,
I think that brother is dead as a doorknob, and he's going to somehow show up, save Joel, and the girl and die in the process.
Yeah, because I originally thought if he was going to take her out, that he was going to die, whatever. I think that I was hoping that his brother was following them very closely because, knowing that Joel is not confident anymore and that maybe he saw that what happened and he could have come and scooped Joel up at least and taken him back. The problem is I saw the preview for the next episode, at least the beginning, and it seemed like they were separated, him and the girl. She was in some place that
Don't say that. Don't say that. Don't tell me that.
She's somewhere different.
She's with other people? Bad people?
No, not bad people. It's very confused. I turned it off because I was like, no. I don't want to. But I'm hoping Joel got taken back to the convoy and getting patched up. That's all I can hope for. If not, I'm going to be super sad.
All right.
Oh, I already know. I technically know what happens too.
All right, well, don't tell us.
Please shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Please shut up. I haven't watched it, but I'm going to spoil it for you. I will murder you. I'll come to your home.
I wouldn't do that.
Yeah, but that is dangerous.
I know
YouTube. There's a lot of material on YouTube, though.
Yeah, I would imagine.
Oh, of course, yeah.
Dude.
Well, and I, Eric, you can answer this for me.
Eric.
Yes, Ben.
Eric. What do you mean, Eric?
The Bill Frank situation does not play out the same in the game.
Are you watching the show?
No. Did you not hear what he said?
What?
He's watching YouTube videos about the show, but won't watch the show.
Okay, I thought I heard that, but that's really what you're doing. That's strange.
Sort of, not really. I've done like 2 episodes, basically.
You're right about that, Ben.
Yeah.
It's a good watch.
Well, I will say too, the way that Joel gets whatever happens to him is different. So
there's a lot of differences. It sounds like.
Now I can't remember like. Honestly, I won't say anything.
Is it a lot different or pretty similar to what you remember about the game?
Oh, and so what's the thing with what's the girl's name? Ellie?
Ellie?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So she's infected, but like also it didn't like spread inside her.
She's immune.
And that's not spoiling anything. Like, she got infected, but it never, they don't know why. And it's like the first case of that ever happening that anyone in her circle knows about. Did they show her with her friend from prior to when she met Joel in the show at all? No.
Okay.
I don't think so.
Just curious.
You're doing some deep dives over there because
he knows all the mythology that we don't even know as show watchers.
That makes no sense. Why would you care? You don't watch the show. I don't get this.
I don't think I could watch every second of it. I don't care that much.
I know that you could.
But I don't want to think about the fungus too much.
I love that. It's not that big of a thing in the show.
You're gonna end up watching this because this is gonna be one of the biggest shows.
I also don't ever want to see more of a bloater scene.
Zombie in the whole last. No, it's at all in the last episode.
Wasn't that scary at all?
He ripped that guy's head off.
Oh yeah, he did do that.
Yeah,
that was fake as shit.
I like that shit.
Yeah,
I felt bad. That scene did suck because that guy was trying to do good for his people.
Yeah, he was in charge, dude.
Okay, so if we're talking about that, and I'm never gonna watch it. What was the whole plan there?
What plan?
They were obviously drawing the zombie thingies out, right?
No, they exploded an area.
Why
and
are
they
we
came out of
talking?
nowhere.
He didn't watch the show.
Watch the show.
All right, Ben. Here it is. Those people drove all the zombies underground.
Get him, Travis.
And they never wanted him to come out.
Give it to him harder.
There was a battle scene. The truck blows up. The whole
No, I saw the battle scene. But like, why did that have to happen?
Because they was fighting, dog.
It was an accident. All these zombies were underground. They were trying to get out, and they finally did.
It was a metaphor, Ben.
Can't control it.
Can't bury your secrets and live to tell it, or some bullshit like that.
No more.
The bloater. There's been one bloater. Don't worry. Yeah, there may be some more coming up.
They're trying to suppress.
I'd be more scared of the what do they call them?
Liz.
The clickers.
Well, yeah, those are just the normal zombies. But what about that little girl?
No,
what about that little girl clicker?
No, I'm talking. What about the one
in the SUV with Ellie?
Yeah.
Why are we giving him this?
Yeah. What is? Ben knows.
How do I know?
Because you're an idiot. You're not. You're just reading the show.
Sort of.
It's a visual thing.
I'm getting the summary for dummies.
Dude, it's the most beautiful visual show ever. Like, you're missing all of the visuals.
Has anybody seen the
okay, based on the text.
There's a scene there's one of those scenes that Ellie's like, "No, you can't leave me." They show it from the show and from the game.
Yeah.
Running at the same time, and it's word for word.
Yeah.
Watch a couple of those. They're cool.
Shot for shot, kind of like similar shots.
Yeah.
And shit. Their relationship is amazing. Like, their chemistry is so good, man.
Fasting. I really don't see any other kid pulling that off.
No, fuck no.
She's got the little birth defect, right?
She looks kind of weird. Yeah.
She does look kind of weird, but I don't know if she has a birth defect.
Anna Beaumont, Bear Island.
Well, in the video game, she doesn't look weird like that, but
yeah,
I don't judge.
I mean, it's weird. She looked totally normal in Game of Thrones. It's just
she did.
Puberty's just hitting hard.
Well, what if they made her look weird?
Yeah, maybe.
Wow,
well,
I forgot that was was she the
Lady Mormont?
Lyanna Mormont.
Yes. Oh, yes.
She got killed by a bloater at the wall.
Yeah. Yeah, by the Witch King of Angmar.
Spoiler alert.
House Polly, answer the call. Answer the call. What was that speech you did? That show was sick.
Yeah.
You sound like one of the
answer the call
show.
What?
Right
What?
I don't know which one, but you did.
Sounded like what?
You sounded like somebody from the show, or from some medieval times.
Yeah, he's been practicing. He's really good.
Impression of Lyanna Mormont. House
Island. If you didn't, you sounded like a man.
Well, mean to.
Hey, yeah, you should probably.
All right. So, what movie are we doing?
I don't know.
Donnie Darko, Kiss Kiss, Bang Bang, everything, everywhere, all at once.
See.
What did you say, Eric?
Whose turn is it, we think, here?
Probably Ben or Eric.
Actually, I'm going to go. I've been tracking it. Let me see. It
was my pick last.
It's Wyatt's turn.
Which everyone gave about average score of what, 9.5? Say it was a good pick.
We're going
everything everywhere all the world. Blah, blah, blah.
All right.
We're going EEATO. Everything everywhere all EEAAO.
We'll get some hits on this one. It's very.
We're gonna get so many hits.
And did we figure out this was available?
It's on Showtime.
All right, Travis, dish it out.
I don't have that.
You don't have Jason.
I don't have that.
I tried to log into Jason's Hulu and it locked me out, and Jason had to change his password or something, and he never gave it to me.
That scared me. Well, I got scared.
Oh, wait. It's on Prime Plus, right? Or excuse me, Paramount Plus.
Fuck is Prime Plus?
I don't have Paramount Plus anymore.
I've got it.
Prime.
I'm the one who's been watching Hannibal on Jason's Hulu account, by the way.
Oh, really? I thought it was Ben, because Ben was like, "That's got to be Hugo, right?"
I thought you were.
No, I don't have his. I have my own Hulu. Hugo, I gave you my Hulu.
Yeah, I know. Oh, that was Hulu?
Yeah,
I gave you Hulu.
Oh, okay, yeah. All right. Well, I actually never logged into that, so I would use that for. I can watch everywhere all at once on that, or no?
Or no?
Showtime.
That doesn't come with Showtime.
I think.
Hold on. Do I have the?
Because that's how I watched Dexter, the new Dexter, through Hulu, which also had Showtime, but they have different. They have different packages. Yeah. Okay.
Yes. You can add on.
Yeah, I've never
good.
done Hulu.
Guys, I'm enjoying it.
This is the first time you've watched Hannibal?
No. I'm just rewatching
the show?
Manhunter discussion.
Yeah, the show.
Dude, Manhunter.
It's a good show, dude.
My favorite show.
The 80s are just. I was trying. Hey guys, also I think we need to try to just hone in your. I've been trying to hone in my top 10. Like we should all try to come up with a top 10. Even it's very difficult, but I mean it would be something interesting to see top 10.
Is it like Desert Island kind of thing? Like
Yeah, I guess maybe we could specify because that's.
Well, I think you have to specify because if I said these are the 10 best movies.
Yeah,
versus these are my 10 favorite. I think that might
be because I'm not trying to do my 10 favorite rewatchable movies because that's a totally different. You know what I mean? Like.
So what are you saying?
I don't know. I don't know. I think we'll have to decide, I guess, as a group what specifications you want to put on it, in terms of.
Well, if we want to do a little segment like that on the end of every episode, we could come up with a lot of different ones. I mean, top 10 Christmas movies, top 10.
The Santa Claus.
Yeah.
What movie are we watching?
LA Confidential is my new favorite Christmas movie.
Which one?
You know what? I think I've heard
Confidential.
Bring that up.
Oh yeah, you're right. It was. It was
at Christmas time.
Started out Christmas, yeah.
Christmas Eve.
God damn Christmas Eve, huh? I remember.
Everything Everywhere All at Once is what we're doing, right?
Supposedly.
It's showing at a movie theater in Lorton. It's in the movies theaters.
Is it really?
Go get it, Hugo.
Yeah.
Dude.
I'll let you know if it's on Paramount Plus, and if that works, I can share.
Okay, that would be good.
I still use your Peacock.
Yeah, good. That's
fine.
Good. Use it.
What else?
Only for soccer.
Yeah, I mean that's pretty much all. I use it for soccer and The Office sometimes.
I used the Paramount Plus today to watch myself get screwed on a Man U Barcelona bet.
That's what's up.
Yeah, they got all the Champs Leagues games there.
It was Europa.
Oh yeah, Thursday. Today's Europa. That's crazy. Man U and Barca in the Europa League. That sounds off.
Marcus Rashford finally didn't score.
Yeah. Did he have any shots on goal? On target? None. Thank God. I was gonna bet that JD thing. So glad I didn't.
I almost did that too. They killed everything ever. 365. They didn't have the half. You couldn't bet half a shot on target. It was gone.
Everything, everywhere.
Gonna be. I hope you guys. Gotta be now. You know who's making a resurgence in this movie? Do you know who's? Did you guys?
Michelle Yeoh.
Excuse me.
Michelle Yeoh.
No, she's on fire right now. I'm talking about the dude from Indiana Jones and the Goonies as a child actor. He's the main male.
The young Asian gentleman.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the one with the gadgets.
Yeah, he is now back as an adult. He had never got any other roles, and I'm pretty sure he's getting nominated for like awards and shit for this role. So it's fucking awesome.
I mean, he was great in those two movies too.
Well, watch him now. He's about 60 years old.
What?
He's old. I don't know. He's probably like
60.
Did you hear about the mom from The Shining being in a new horror film directed by Kevin Smith?
She's got to be 100 years old.
She's pretty old. Shelley something.
Shelley
something.
Who the fuck is it?
The woman from The Shining.
Has anyone ever seen Red State by Kevin Smith?
No.
I think I have. It's about.
Look it up and you'll remember if you saw it or not.
It's like
one of the greatest movies I've ever seen in my life.
It's about like Waco, right, or something similar. It's about like there's a compound being.
No. It's about like. It's honestly a crazy movie.
I think I've seen it. but I might have been high and forgotten it or something.
Definitely heard of it. Sounds
horror. I would have never seen it then.
Yeah,
same. Very
same.
scary. Eric? Have you ever seen The Green Room?
Yeah, John Goodman. I'm pretty sure I've seen that.
I looked it up.
It's I couldn't even get through it. It was very scary, but it was like Patrick Stewart and that dude that passed away, Anton Yelchin, I think, with that
guy.
And it was like based on like some like Nazi cult. It was fucking scary.
I don't really watch a lot of horror movies. I actually watched Red State at TJ's. He was
Wait,
like
did you
Kevin Smith movie.
Did you say Overlord?
Oh, that's funny. I talked about TJ today for some reason.
No, I've never seen
it. What'd you say about Squeege? Huh?
I said I brought him up for some reason today.
Squeege.
Imogen Poots? What's her name?
Oh, Imogen Poots. Oh yeah, she's in a bunch of shit now, I think.
Her name's Imogen Poots.
I gotta take him.
The weirdest fucking name. I just saw her in something.
Imogen Poots.
Oh, she's in that new The Outer Range with Josh Brolin on Prime, I believe. That's a weird show. Oh, she was in Green Room. Okay. Oh yeah, she's trapped in the room. So yeah, they get like trapped in some room at some punk. Yeah, it's fucking scary as shit. Patrick Stewart has never been scarier. Like, dude.
I don't want to even think about him as
like
that scary.
It's insane.
I thought Patrick Stewart died like 30 years ago. He's still...
Yeah, well, I was in a holodeck.
All right, well, I think we can wrap this one up. We're going to watch Everything Everywhere All at Once next week. Mm-hmm. We're going to name our top 10 favorite movies.
Mm-hmm.
What?
And Ben's going to give us his best impression of Lyanna Mormont from Game of Thrones. The flesh.
And we're going to film it.
And we're going to
North remembers.
What?
The North remembers.
North remembers.
Is that what she said?
Something like that. She was a northerner.
Yeah, she sure was.
That's fucking
well, once again, we really brought the people the truth that they needed, guys.
Yeah.
Do yourselves a favor.
I'm sorry.
Download the free app Plex. Hit up LA Confidential if you haven't seen it. 10 out of 10.
8.5.
9 out of 10.
It's a highly rated here.
You're going to love it unless you don't like it. All right.
Episode 10 of The Shoehorn.